Welcome back to the channel. So it's another day, it's another episode, and we are fairly banging out the episodes and there's lots of work going on. We did say that we'd get back to Abby's car this week, but it is midweek and we are working, essential workers and all that. So we're back in the shed with Keelan. Keelan has been busy yet again. The car is coming on really well, and he has painted his engine bay and he has fixed them massive holes that you've seen in the last video. If you haven't seen them, go back and see it. Very bad. But when you see them now, you wouldn't even know they were there. So a very, very good job done. And Keelan has picked this new colour for his engine bay, which he's going to reveal later on now. So we will just show you some of the work that Keelan has. So as you've seen in the last video, there was a massive hole here and an even bigger hole here. So Keelan has made two plates and he has welded them in quite nicely and painted it, and it does tidy the tunnel up a lot. So Keelan's first time spraying with a gun. Looks pretty good. Looks very, very good. So that's his colour for his engine bay. And you also have the back of the car done as well, don't you?
I do, yeah. I painted that with a rattle can though.
Rattle can, yeah, but you got your gun now, so.
Yeah.
But he's painted that with a rattle can, so we will just get the car up on a lift. Geez, that looks very, very well. Doesn't it?
Doesn't have to buy, yeah.
Looks very well, and he's gone ahead and he's cut this out here. So.
Yeah, I cut them out and then I cut a chunk out and welded that bit into there.
Very good. So you used the metal that you took out here in there.
Yeah.
And it's probably the same.
Yeah, it is, yes.
Same metal. So you've got that done. So you've cut them out there. Does that mean you're going buying Wisefab?
Oh, no.
That colour isn't too far off Wisefab.
No.
So we have, what did I tell you? We actually looked up Wisefab, and I think Wisefab for E36, €46,000 sounds like a lot of money, but it's actually not too bad.
In the
But,
long run.
huh?
In the long run, it's not
In the long run, it's not too bad. But we'll leave that in the long finger for now. I think we need to get all our painting done first. Yeah. And actually, the power of YouTube, we need to thank that man, James, commented below. He has an E30 flywheel for us, yeah, and he is giving it to us for free. So, say thank you, James.
Thanks to him, yeah.
Thanks very much for that. Really, really appreciate that. And it's helping Keelan out. Keelan being only 16 years of age and building something like this, it's a huge help for people. Any bits at all you have, if you can give them away, or even if you're, selling them, do let us know, because it's all helping Keelan out and hopefully he'll be the next big thing. Right, let that car up in the lift and we'll get a look and see what you've done in the back of the car. So you've got the whole back end painted black, and it's a very tidy job. It's all painted black, and you have inside your boot primed as well.
Yeah.
That'll probably be going the same colour as inside the car.
Yeah, so.
Well, so the back is done, and I was just saying to Keelan, while he's this far, the front is done, the back is done. He's as well now just to drop the tank and just paint the whole underside of the car while it's this far, and then everything is done, but it is a really, really good job. And you got the drive shaft from one of our previous videos. We had to fix that.
Up there, yeah.
So you got the CV boot for that.
Yeah.
So I think
Ready to go on.
we'll put that on now, will we? Yeah. And that'll be one less job.
Okay.
But yeah, this tank is definitely going to come down. We are hoping that these don't break.
There's a full tank of petrol as well.
There's a full tank of petrol in it as well. And I think that's kind of what was balancing the car on the lift for us, was the full tank of petrol. Yeah. So we need to get that full tank of petrol down, and we will do the shaft as well and get that ready. And your bushings is here. So We just need to cut out that little ring there, cut out them 2 rings, and then that'll be ready for bushings. And we need to cut these rings out of the subframe as well, cut them rings out, and we'll be able to get our bushings in there as well. So I suppose we cut them rings out, and then you are painting subframe and all your bits for that the same blue as your engine bay. Yeah, so I think that will look very, very well with just the black subtle underneath and then all your blue arms. I think that'll go very, very well. Okay, so we will go about replacing the CV boot and the shaft, get that done, and we will start checking out some of them rings as well. Okay, so what we are replacing is we had the bolts were seized, so we had to cut them out, and when we're cutting them out we actually nicked this case in here. So Keelan has got a replacement one, so we just need to shimmy off this top cap here, shimmy that off, and then we will be able to take off the circlip and remove this CV joint and put the replacement one that Keelan has back in. Looks nice and shiny and new, so hopefully that does the job for us. On my trailer, if you've seen it in my previous video. I'm just on the way to get it now. I've seen a video of it. It looks absolutely unreal with all the lights and brakes, everything done in it. So we're just going to get the trailer now, and we're just going to show you a quick look around the trailer and maybe have a little chat with Joe on the work he done with the trailer as well. Huge thanks to Joe Ward here. He's after doing an unbelievable job on the trailer. All fantastic LED lights and the indicator swiping just like a brand new Audi. He's done the tow bar, he's reconditioned the tow bar, new breakaway cable, new brakes, all new LEDs. Huge job done. So if anybody needs your car transporters, especially in the off season, if you need them done, refurbished, anything work done, that do contact Joe Ward. I'll leave his details in the description below. Savage job, and it's well worth doing. I'm so happy with the trailer now, and it's good for years now. So as I says, Joe's contact details will be down below, and you'll be able to contact Joe to get your trailer like new. So we got that done. I suppose it wasn't too hard, Keelan. A little bit tricky. Firstly, here went back up into the boot, and we had a job getting that back down to get the cable tie on it, and then we took the clip off this to try and revert this back down here. So we just have 2 cable ties on it for now, and I think the cable ties should just do it fine. But for €15,
Wasn't too bad.
it's a nice little replacement, and it works perfectly. So we should have no more grease leaking out of there. So that is the shaft done. So we need to get a hacksaw now, and we'll try and cut out these rings, and we'll start fitting some bushings.
Yep.
After a little bit of adjustment, and not the best of hacksaw blades, but we got the neck cutting it, and that is our ring out. It's really light stuff like that. So that's that out. Just need to do this side now, and we can start fitting our bushings in our diff. So we were going to go ahead and put in the poly bush, but the diff is pretty manky. So I think I was saying to Keelan, just clean it up. And we think the diff is leaking, so maybe just take out these two bungs, a bit of tread sealer on them, take the back plate off and put some sealer on too, and just spray the diff, because when he is going so much effort for his back end to have it all looking well, it would be a pretty sore sight to see this dirty diff in there. So I think we will take off the back plate and reseal it and clean the whole diff up, spray it with a bit of black, and it'll look lovely. Yeah. But you have your bushings there, Keelan, if you want to just mock them up. They're pretty simple to put in. So that's how simple it is to put the bushings in.
That was in that one, isn't it?
Yep. So they can need a little bit of encouragement to go in, but you have it.
Yeah. Don't push
So
it in the full way.
don't push it in the full way, but that's how easy poly bushings are to fit. I think the biggest job is just getting out the old ones. But the way we done it, as you've seen in our previous video, in burning them out, it is the quickest way. Handiest way to do it. Yeah, you can just knock that back out, Keelan, and then we can take the back plate off this. Maybe look at see what sort of welds is in there as well. Check that out.
Yeah.
That's our back plate ready to come off, isn't it?
It is. There's no more washers.
Okay. No, that is
Fairly good.
it is fairly good, isn't it? I don't think it'll break anyway.
No.
Check the other side. Yeah.
Yeah, sound.
So that is pretty well welded. So that's good to see.
Gears aren't too bad either, isn't it? The
Yeah.
ring gear and all.
Yeah, there's no real damage on the teeth at all.
No.
So that is a good thing, but the first thing we see straight away, Keelan, there's no sealer.
No gasket, no.
There's no gasket sealer on that at all. So good job we done that. We can get it just gasket sealer around there, and I'd say that's where our leaks is coming from. Yeah.
Looks to be fairly watery, doesn't it?
Does. So I think we need to put in,
Fresh oil.
I think, some people might quote us wrong, but I think it's 70-90.
I think I have 80-90.
Have you 80-90? So
differential oil.
So it'll be even better.
Yeah.
So we can put that in there, good thick oil. So good job we done that. Put a bit of sealer on it, get the back plate on and tidy up this diff because it is manky. So while Keelan's just cleaning down the surface to get it ready for, just around the diff, to get it ready for gasket sealer, I'm just working on these bolts for the petrol tank, and thankfully, first turn, they all backed off, so that's brilliant. So I'm just disconnecting the fuel lines and the rail now that runs all along the car. Just a Phillips screw holding them in. Take down the fuel filter and just drop all this down. And once that's done, then the hole underneath the car is clear. I think, Keelan, just a quick rub down with Scotch Brite. Yeah. Lots of primer on it. Release bearing, or the carrier bearing, forgot about it again. I asked you to remind me, but I have loads of carrier bearings, spare carrier bearings, because my car loves eating them. So I have one of them. Yeah, it's not going to take much.
No.
Take this down. We then need to disconnect the wires in the car. So we need to, yeah, so we'll get all these fuel lines down first, get the car down, get into the car, disconnect it. Car back up and the petrol tank down. Hope you had your Weetabix because it's a full tank of petrol.
Yeah.
So, just got all the lines stripped down and the dog won't stop barking. Sorry, do you mind? We're just trying to do a YouTube video here. Thank you. So, before we're rudely interrupted, we have all the lines down, everything is down, and we just need to have the filler pipe off.
Disconnect the wires inside.
Disconnect the wires inside. That's a brake line, previous brake line, but we're running all new ones, so it's just caught somewhere above the tank. So let the car down and we will disconnect the wires from the pump, and the tank should be ready to come down then. Right, so when you got this car, Keelan, it was spluttering on idle, wasn't it?
Yeah, always.
So it just wasn't running right, and then when we went to disconnect the fuel pump, we found this.
And this wire was going back to a nut as well.
So we don't know what was going on here, but we found this bundle of wires and a fuse, and it's just a mess, basically. I don't know, were they trying to bring a different power source to the fuel pump, and they had it earthed here. So as it says, tank's all down. The car does look in very good condition. So with a quick clean down, Scotch Brite, usual stuff, and paint all underneath of it black, it will keep the car very tidy. And also Keelan is going to tidy up the diff and paint the diff as well. So this is going to be a really, really good car, especially for a first time car for Keelan. Really looking forward to the outcome of this. It's going to look amazing. That's the whole underneath of the car, all stripped down, ready to go, ready for painting. And same with the diff as well. Get the diff cleaned up, get the diff painted, and once we get the diff painted, we can start putting the bushings in. Keelan needs to paint his arms and all his hubs on the back, all that sort of stuff, need to paint that as well, and then we can start assembling back again. So let us know, have you enjoyed it, have you not enjoyed it, and make sure and like, comment and subscribe. You may have seen something wrong that we done, or you may have seen something right, but hopefully it helps you out if you are working on a car. And we will see you all very soon.